Hi everyone, it's Fitz with the Walk and Talk after the Tuesday press conference. A really relaxed team. Not relaxed and carefree. They're very focused but loose. Feel good after that definitive win over Baylor. Their second win kind of that sort this season, and they're in a great position. I just asked Austin Moore, you controlled your own destiny and then you didn't control your own destiny. And now you do again. Is there, kind of a clear pathway now? And he said, yeah, we don't need help. We just need to take care of our business and we'll get to play for a Big 12 championship. And that's really what this team's all about right now is, kind of putting themselves in the best position possible. They've overcome every bad performance they've had this year, but there's really no room for another bad performance. The big news of the day was that Adrian Martinez is out for this game. Kobe Savage is done for the season. Kobe is an ACL from what I'm told. So he will have off-season surgery, hopefully surgery soon so we can get to healing. We think Adrian's got a tibia, fibula, or whatever it is, your lower bones in your leg. We think there's a crack there because the time span reported 4 to 6 weeks would be about right. I've had that injury. I've now had both of Adrian's injuries, I believe. I'll share how I did it on the PowerCat podcast this week. But, Coach Kleiman said he's not done for the season, which we knew he'd be healed up for the bowl game. The thing about that injury is it's painful. It feels like a high ankle sprain, but it isn't. And that's why I was confused with mine. I thought it was a high ankle sprain, but wasn't healing. But my ankle was functional, so I didn't quite understand what was going on. And I found out 5 weeks later it was a crack, and it mostly healed up on its own. So that was without treatment. So, I guess if they went and put in a pin, he would be good. He could play with it. It'd be painful. But, the magic drugs could help with that. But the concern would be a full breakage at that point. Taking a fracture and turning it into something worse. But it's sad for Adrian. I mean, this poor kid's gone through so much, and now he finally has a chance to play for a conference title possibly, and hopefully he'll be back for the bowl game, so he'll be good to go. And I think maybe that's what Chris Kleiman's hoping, that at least they can put him into a conference title game if they get there. And that's really the key right now, is keeping Will Howard healthy so that you don't have to lean on Adrian. They will take 4 quarterbacks to Morgantown. They did it this week too at Baylor. So they will have Jake Rubley there as the number 3, but also Jaron Lewis will be along. And I almost suspect it might be Jaron that would go in case of injury to Will Howard, because Coach emphasized that he's been on the road before. He's played in these big games on the road before. And he knows the offense in and out. So I thought that was interesting. But Jaron hasn't been in the 3-man prep rotation for games this season. This will be the first time he's in that 3-quarterback rotation now with Adrian out. But losing Kobe Savage is really bad for this team. They're going to have to shuffle the safeties around. I think Derek Cheatham will move over there, and they'll put BJ Payne back there. They got TJ Smith, who honestly has struggled this season. But they got some guys, but it's amazing what Kobe became so quickly at Kansas State. He's kind of the heart and soul, the back end of this defense, because he's such a good leader, a vocal leader. And that's what Cheatham talked about here in this press conference, was that they need to make sure they're communicating at a high level, just like they do with Kobe out there. So I kind of feel like he might try to take that onto his shoulders. Just an enormous game. K-State catches a break playing 2 p.m. local in Morgantown. So they're having another night game. Maybe I caught a break because we got an early flight. But they played every road game at night so far this year, and they are 3-1 in those games. So it's really impressive. It's why they're in this position. It's interesting that this 7-3 team actually has 2 home losses to Tulane and Texas. But now K-State's in complete control. Went out. They're going to play TCU in the Big 12 championship game on December 3rd in Arlington.